everyone, welcome to my channel On Mum's Life and my series Fat Friday, which is today's vlog, which is the vlog you're watching now, which is the vlog that probably went up late. I'm sorry. So, as I mentioned in my last video, I was probably going back to keto eating come Wednesday. Well, Wednesday I got to do my grocery shop, guys, and yes, I am eating keto again. I am so happy. I am so happy. I might not look at it and I might not sound it, but that would be because I'm sick. So, I've been getting sick a bit lately and I don't know what the go is. I don't know whether that's because I went off keto and my body all of a sudden was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know if it's because of the weather changes we're having as we're going into spring. I'm around kids all the time and kids spread germs like no tomorrow. And I already knew I had a shit immune system, so I'm not really that surprised. But it started as a head cold a few days ago, then pretty much vanished, and then now has reappeared as like phlegm on my chest, and it is shocking. It is terrible. So please forgive me that this video doesn't seem the normal, that I'm not dressed up, that, you know, it seems thrown together, because it kind of is. Because on top of that and all the other issues that have kind of been mentioned here and there throughout the last lot of vlogs, my mum has had another CVS attack, so I think this is the second one in a matter of 2 months. So she gets really ill and she can't do much by herself. She does need quite a bit of help. And if you don't know what CVS is, guys, it's something called cyclic vomiting syndrome. Predominantly it's diagnosed in children, but they've realised they've been underdiagnosing it in adults by just continually telling them they have gastro or something. So that's a little sad, but it's something that's starting to get the recognition it deserves, because it's a disease / illness that cripples people's lives, cripples them. Makes it hard for everyone, including those they love and them themselves. So, you know, the next couple of years for my mum might be really hard as she starts to go through menopause, and hormones are one of her triggers that sets her off into these vomiting cycles. So, yeah. But, like I said, good news is I'm back on keto. Speaking of being back on keto, I figured next week I would do what I've eaten in a week. So by Friday, starting from tomorrow, I will be taking a short clip of everything I eat for the week. Well, yeah, pretty much a week, 7 days. And that will be it for you guys. There probably won't be much else. It'll be more for you guys to see me and what I eat, to get the weight loss I have, to maintain the diet I do, to feel as good as I do. Look, it might not be the same for everyone. No one's macros are going to be perfect. Some people can eat a higher amount of carbs than others on keto and still have desirable results and have the results they want. Like, I know people who say were carb bingers beforehand, and they can have 50 grams of carbs and still lose a crap ton of weight as long as they keep their fats up. So it is definitely very individual, but anything for keto is actually considered, I think, under 20 grams of carbs a day. So that's what I try and stick to essentially. But I'm going to show you guys what I eat for a week, which is awesome. Today I also did manage to get a little snippet of dinner that I made. I had to make it early today for hubby's lunch, and I made chow mein. Now this is something I only made the other week for the first time, especially low carb, high fat, and it was pretty wicked. So it didn't take much. It was a cheap meal, really quick to put together. It made a lot, a lot. So, you know, I've got that for you guys to watch. I also have my weigh-in, so yay, I think. I don't know. My luck may have finally caught up with me, so I don't know. And the other thing I really wanted to touch on today, guys, was loose skin. Ugh. So let's start with the loose skin bit. So I'm really lucky to be surrounded by so many inspirational people at the moment, going through their own weight loss journeys, their own emotional, soul-filled, I guess, journeys. And everyone's got different issues and at different progresses and stages. And 9 times out of 10, these women, when they fall off the horse, they get straight back on it. They don't stop. They smash it out. And it makes them super inspirational. So one of my friends who has had phenomenal out of the world weight loss lately. She has shown her excess skin from her weight loss. And I thought that maybe some of the issues I've been having recently were due to my excess skin that I thought I might have. Now I say might because I have always thought that I was still fat. It's not excess skin, it's still fatty. It's still fatty skin. There's still fat there. I don't have excess skin has always kind of been my thought. But I kind of found out I was wrong. So I'd never really seen excess skin besides what I imagined to be skin with nothing in between it. So two little, just imagine a sheet of skin and being folded over and have nothing in the middle. So that's kind of always what I pictured it to look like, not what I currently deal with. But I had some issues of like where my stomach hangs now and the skin's not breathing and it gets sweaty, and then I rubbed the skin one day without thinking about it, and I just rubbed the skin right off because it had been so wet for so long and I hadn't really noticed. So that was painful. It felt like a paper cut. It sucked. It also had me extremely worried about what was going on with my body, and then when I realized the way my body now sits with this blobby skin that hangs, this might be a continuing problem, and it might not be due to weight or anything like that, but more to excess skin or the pouch or whatever you want to call it that starts hanging over the apron. Oh, one of all those magical terms. So I reached out to her and I asked her some questions about it, because I've also noticed that my underwear, even though it's the same size as what it previously was and caused me no problems, all of a sudden it's starting to make me feel really bruised and sore in places. And I thought maybe it's just irritating the skin. And if I have excess skin, then maybe it's irritating something in there, or there's just not enough fat to protect my body underneath anymore from the ridiculous cutting in of the underwear. Not that my underwear is small, they never really have been. They've always had to be slightly tight to hold on to the fat on my body and stay in place, let's be real. But now it digs in a lot to the skin. A lot more than it ever did when I was fat, which it used to just sit, but now it's starting to dig in and it's hurting, leaving bruised feeling, and it's not very comfortable. I can't lay down without feeling like I'm waking up with bruises all down my hip, like where my underwear line is. It's really painful. So I reached out to her and asked her about these situations, and then I did one thing I have yet to ever really do, and I sent her a picture of my stomach. And I said, I didn't even think I had loose skin. And she's like, oh honey, you have severe loose, well maybe not severe, but you definitely have loose skin. It's definitely a side effect of your weight loss. It's not fat. No, like there still might be fatty bits, but it is essentially loose skin. So, you know, the fact that she said, yeah, I've had some of these problems as well, and yes, it is because of this, and yes, I definitely think you've got loose skin, was pretty awesome in a way. One, because I never thought I had loose skin. I thought I was fat. I thought I was still fat. Like, I am still fat, but not in the way of like, I'm losing weight and I have loose skin, yay, accomplishment. I'm getting somewhere. Not that loose skin, I guess, is an accomplishment, but byproduct of weight loss. I'd rather have some loose skin than be fat at the moment. And I just thought I had to focus on still losing weight because I thought it was still fatty, and then I would be focusing more on toning as I saw the skin start to sag more or droop more or become thinner and have nothing in between it. So, you know, that was really good. It put my mind at ease, and now allows me to rearrange my kind of priorities and what I'm going to do, because I definitely need to focus on toning now. So if you guys have anything that you do for toning, that you live by, that you know works for you at least, you know, let me know, because I'm going to do my own research, but I always love hearing reviews of things that people themselves have done to help with issues like this. So in talking about all this loose skin stuff, because I really had no idea what loose skin looks like or felt like or anything like that, and I thought it was always different because I was still fat. Like, how could I have loose skin? I thought it might be important to share that with you guys. So that's what I'm going to do today. If this grosses you out, you might want to skip forward 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. But this is my yucky tummy, and the gross, well, it's not yucky to me. I love my tummy, but the excess skin that I'm starting to get, that I'm going to start wanting to tone. Do remember, guys, this isn't all essentially from weight loss. I have had 2 pregnancies. I did put 50 kilos on due to an undiagnosed thyroid condition after having my first. And then when that finally was resolved, naturally, we found out I was pregnant with my son. So I gained and lost and gained and lost, and then gained a lot, then gained more. But also, as I was gaining weight from pregnancy and ballooning out, I was losing some weight as my metabolism started to function again, even at the slow pregnancy rate. So yeah, this is my skin. Alright guys, so this is what I live with. Like you can see, it's starting to sag here, sagging where my belly button is. It droops in here, like I get quite a dip in. Oh. And when I turn to the side, tattoo, you can see this stuff that now hangs over my pants is just like it's not the worst loose skin I've seen, but it does hang quite a bit. It does cause quite a bit of problems, and it's not very fun to have, so it's just no fun whatsoever, no fun at all. I can't, it's gross to look at, I get it guys, don't worry, I knew it was gross when I was doing it, but deal. But you know, it's a part of this journey, it's something I've got to deal with, it's something I've got to take notice of, it's something I actually have to work against it becoming such a huge problem. So I mentioned in one of my previous videos, one of my biggest fears is to lose all this weight and have gone from being a confident girl at 139 kilos to being a hermit who had no self-confidence at 70 kilos, which is currently my goal weight, but covered in excess skin. So I wouldn't want to do anything or go out because I'd be scared people would see all my excess skin. But it's all about self-love and refinding that self-love at every single stage, every single difference, every single hard truth that comes along. So yeah, yay. What I thought we'd do now is check out my chow mein clips from earlier today. So yum, I'm keen. It was such a good dinner, I can still smell it. Yeah, enjoy guys. Hi everyone. So I'm preparing dinner early because hubby is now working afternoon shift, so he takes his dinner to work. Look at my mess from cooking. Anyway, I'm actually making chow mein. I haven't had this in ages. Well, I did make it a couple of weeks ago, but I used to eat this a lot as a kid. And yes, bread for the children. It's something that I haven't had in a while, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it because it can be low carb, high fat friendly. Like, it is literally kind of cabbage, some sort of curry base, sauce and meat, and I thought, why the hell not? I know, look at all the mess from the cabbage, but look, this is 500 grams of mince, one whole half of a huge cabbage. Like, this was filled up to here with cabbage. And, oh, it looks amazing, smells amazing. You could have this with some steamed veggies easily. I reckon you could almost go a dollop of sour cream on top of this if you want something slightly different, take away that slight curry taste, because I'm not a big fan of curry. Now, the other thing I would usually add to this is pineapple, but as we know, pineapple's pretty high on the carb scale. So if you were just going to do it to treat yourself, I'm going to put some in for the kids purely because it will get them to eat it. And if you're a mum, you'll know getting your kids to eat dinner is probably the hardest thing to do. It's really, really difficult. So I'm hoping by putting some pineapple in this for them that they'll eat it. I'll eat it without pineapple. I'll probably eat it with some sour cream for dinner. But I'm so keen. This is so, it smells amazing already. Okay, now for the last thing for today's vlog, guys, I'm sorry, it is starting to drag on a little, would be my weigh-in. So, I weighed in this morning, I weighed myself this morning, and we'll see how that went. Right guys, so weigh-in time. I don't really feel good about this one, just saying, I feel very bloated. 121.9. Boo. Okay guys, so I think we can all kind of agree that really sucked. I kind of expected it at some point. I certainly thought, you know, there is no way I can have been eating all the crap I've been eating and not have put on any weight, actually lost weight. And it's finally come and it hit and I'm at 121.9. Back over the 120s, not happy, very, very sad, very disappointed in myself. But at the same time, it is what it is. I can do better and I can get back under there easy as pie. Well, actually, easy as bacon. I'm just going to eat bacon, I'm going to eat cheese, I'm going to eat cream, I'm going to have the fatty meat. I'm going to eat all the crackle off my roast pork. I'm going to eat stroganoffs mixed with a tub of sour cream. I will get there again. I will get back under 120 and it'll be another little effing victory because I had to do it twice. Probably third time by now. And eventually I will get under 110 and eventually I'll be under 100. And I will look back at all of this and I'll be like, girl, that shit happens. It's life. You're gonna fluctuate weight. You do every period. You gain 4 kilos every time. So don't sweat the small shit. That is pretty much how I have to live my life at this point because keto works for me. Keto makes me feel amazing. Keto helps me lose weight when nothing else has worked. Keto has stopped immense back pain that cripples me day to day because of injuries from being overweight and then having pregnancy hormones in my body while I went and got off of bed the wrong way apparently. So, you know, I will make it through. But guys, if you have gotten this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you do not miss any videos. Next week, like I think I mentioned it earlier, I can't really remember, but I will probably be doing a week's worth of food, which I hope you guys will enjoy. It's not going to be full cooking demonstrations, it'll be little glimpses of it while I'm cooking it, when it's finished, maybe a little bit. Not the full thing or you would be here for hours. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you definitely want to see me do a week's worth of food from tomorrow. Because I think I'll start doing it, but whether or not I use that footage before next Friday will be a different story. I can always record on the Friday and edit and upload like I do 90% of the time. So just let me know if you guys want to see that, if you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or information about toning or what was the other one I really want to look into at the moment? Fasting, intermittent fasting or whatever it is called. Someone did leave me a comment on my last video about it because it might have helped me while I was off keto, but thankfully I can start eating keto again. Well, I have and I'm so happy. So, you know, if you do have any sites that you live by that has information on that stuff or exercises you do or the way you like to do intermittent fasting, then let me know. I want to know. I like learning from you guys just like you like learning from me if you learn anything. But, you know guys, until next time, bye!